Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 4 replay. On the south side as the Blue English, we have VortiX, who's immediately going for the Forest Puppers. On the north side as the Orange Roofs, we have Budd1st, with a capital 1. Let's see now, economic benefits. The English has a very powerful economic benefit in the form of their farming-based economy. Their farms are half price, the mills improve the nearby gathering of farms, and he's able to utilize these deer in the meantime. The Roos do have some unique economic benefits through their whole trade bounty system. The trade bounty system allows them to get gold for every wildlife they kill, barring sheeple. They also get additional gold generation there. Oh, that is traversable. If you look at the minimap, that is very little traversable there. They get gold generation from the hunting cabins. They get extra food collection of more bounties and more gold collection there with the bounties, and increase wood drop off with their wooden fortresses. He does have a hunting cabin there, providing a very small amount of gold income at the moment. I wonder if that's enough to force age up. Either way, he does have the 75 bounty there. When it comes to unique units in this age, the English has two unique units. They have the Longbowman, a powerful archer that has +2 range, +1 damage for a very small amount more, costs more, at 10 additional wood, or in other words, 12.5 additional resources. And they do also have access to one of the most powerful feudal age units in the entire game, the feudal age man at arms. The Roos do have access to one unique unit in the next age, and that will be the early night. We do have the Kremlin now going on out. There's also providing good defensive position there, not only to collect this gold, but also provide the increased wood drop off of this lumber camp, and provide some excellent defensive capability. Was a Roos player? Yeah, okay. They actually didn't find those deer until now. And they're actually very bunched up, so that's a pretty safe spot to put another town center there. Or a wooden fortress. We do have the council hall being pulled on now the field, which is a ×2 archery range. Nice and simple, but yet very good. More wolves going down. He has his 250 trade bounty. And now he has 290. Can we off both more? We'll give you 150. So if he finds 3 more wolves, he will be able to get tier 3 trade bounty without the need of the high trade house. Both players now advance next age. Do have an early night being employed on now on the field. And it looks like Blue is eyeing for additional town center. Longbowman now being plotted on the field. Scout does spot it. And the early knight or horseman will be useful versus these archers. Early knight does get a good charge attack there, and the English player will lose a scout. Or at least one of them. His other scouts are receiving fire from the Kremlin. And now his opponent's scouts are trying to shank him. Archers moving over here. This area is not traversable by foot, at least at the moment. And if you take a look at the map, this map seems like has a large number more trees than normal. You can see the 4 deposits for the Roos player, 3 of them in the back, 1 in the middle. The English has imagine more of a square, or a trapezoid in this case. We've got 2 here and 2 here. And a couple small ones here, but there's a large number of small ones here and here. Those are the Roos player has more wood on the side of the map. This area is very open, this side of the map, if you look at the mini-map. While this side is very, very congested. Good for trade, but neither Roos players and the English don't generally go for trade. The English have access enclosures, and the gold generation in the hunting cabins later on can be quite decent. Good for supplementary income, not great, but decent. And now he's going to be taking out the boar there. This scout does take some hits. Boar is very stubborn. Longbowmen do find some hits there on these villagers. The wounded villager does dance around. And this second town center will go up. Both players now have second town center. We do have second town center way over here, clocking up next to the deer. And has some berries nearby. Both of them are pretty lean when it comes to fats. Berries are good diet food, and so is deer. Bison is also not half bad meat if you want something a little bit less fattening than cow. Of course, not everybody can eat buffalo. I know, over a decade since I last had buffalo. Had a nice buffalo steak at it was a Bass Pro Shop. You know, one of those larger Bass Pro Shop buildings that are like looking like it's made entirely out of wood. Man, now can you go for a bison burger? Scouts damage against boar are not great. You need professional scouts before they get any bonus damage to boar. And this boar does go down. He's killed off both boar. He's actually very close to this town center here. He's up to 440, but I don't think there's enough wolves on the map for him to kill off to get up to 500. But he made significant progress in tier 3, and he'll actually a pretty good area for the high trade house as well. Blue probably does have this area spotted a little bit. We do have 11 villagers here, so one villager can't get inside the town center, barring this one's already in there, so these villagers will likely go down here. That villager does get impaled. Going for an outpost there, probably just more villager storage. He's making good progress of aging up, since he's not deploying out any military units, not even spearmen. He may want to deploy out at least a handful of spearmen. He is definitely a good eye to go for his castle age. We've got a handful of palisade walls over here, and back here. Oh. Let's see some of these villagers here. The outposts will be built. Does get impaled. I don't think any of those villagers go down, but these villagers on the far side of the town center may get picked off. And this one. He doesn't have any damage research, so these knights will only take 2 damage per arrow. If he gets any arrow research, he will be able to get send 3 damage per arrow, which is significantly higher. Also, a handful of villagers there, or just 2 in total right now. So Blue's minimizing his villagers' loss quite nicely. Oh, and looks like the rest of this deer is being cleaned up now. That's you may want to side for another hunting cabin over here next to the berries. Got berries over here on the far side of the forest is not good. A couple of hardened spearmen here, but you need a decent number of hardened spearmen to gauge knights. You generally want, I would say, at least 1 for 1 when it comes to spearmen against knights, but even then, that's still probably not enough. Now, do we have the King's Palace, which is going to act as a 3rd town center here? I'm so surprised actually. The White Tower could act as another structure for building everything. But the White King's Palace does give him a 3rd town center, which is going to be very handy. More spearmen being employed on out. Very nice. The Palace Gate has been breached. 4 spearmen is not enough versus these 8 knights. He will, a spear brace here will help him keep his villagers alive to get inside the King's Palace. Up along one will go down. Some crossbows would be handy at the moment as well, since fighting against knights. He still needs a lot more spearmen. He's actually doesn't have enough wood for spearmen. He's trying to go for more palisade walls here. The longbowman firing away up here. His scout does get spotted. This player has plenty of gold to age up. Nowhere near enough food. Needs another 2 minutes worth of food at least. Got the hardened spearman and veteran longbowman. At this point in time, probably not really need to go for veteran longbowman. Crossbows in this case would be better. But he is going for longbowman. And the cabin here is providing 23 gold per minute. You now have some more roost archers being put on field, so the longbowman will be useful in picking up archers. And Blue's trying to push forward to grab some relics. He does have one at the moment. Do have more farms not being put by the roost. The English hasn't pulled any farms out just yet. Picking up these various berries. He doesn't really have enough wood for it. Needs more wood for spearmen. He's also going for a good amount of longbows. Right now the military force is 27 versus 21, but severely in favor in quality versus roost player. But however, the English does have higher quality and upgrades. Also getting armor clad, that would be useful versus opponent's archers. Mixing a couple man arms wouldn't be half bad. They won't be great versus knights, but they will be good versus basically everything else. 10 charges of militia now can be called in, aka 20 militia. More palisade walls going up here, just trying to help secure his flanks. There's a decent wood deposit down here and a stone. Both would be useful in the future. And this is the English only gold deposit he has access to at the moment, so we will need to start pushing forward on the map to collect some more gold. And there's some good gold deposit here and a stone deposit. Maybe there's enough stone there. No, stone is keep is 900, not 800. He could always buy a little bit. He just needs a little bit more stone and perhaps maybe to get a keep here to help him get a good supply of gold and stone. And I do have the high trade house being pulled out right there. Can't say which spot would be best. Maybe putting it more around there would be better. Also be closer to the berries so we can collect those up and use the high trade as a drop off point. Relic number 3 on its way back for the English. 4 is potentially right here, and number 5 is way up there. Blue may or may not have been able to scout that one out earlier. His scout went down there, and I don't know if he actually went up here. So he may not be aware of it. There's a chance he knows about this one here. Let's take a look, see what the Fog of War says. This is what the Roost player knows of. He actually knows very little gold on the map. He missed all the gold. Is there a gold deposit right there? Or maybe there's a... No, the gold should be here and here, so maybe it should be a bug in the replay. And let's see what the English player has seen. Yep, he has seen that relic, and he's making his way over a relic over here. It's just how the replay system sort of works. And there's also nasty choke points here. So both players will have a really hard time moving the center of the map. Because you got a choke point here, a even worse choke point here, and a decent choke point here, and this is probably the widest choke point right there. Of course, the right side of the map is just open, and there's a decent amount of opening right over here as well. Blue Scout will be impaled. He found the enemy army. One unfortunately not going on up. And Blue's Hind collected that gold as well. Trying to go through this wall segment there. Does take a bit of damage. Does get some decent damage here. Something engage. Spearman getting overrun by the Roost archers. And looks like the Roost Knights are able to push their way through. The archers were just too much of a counter to the Blue Spearmen. If the Blue Spearmen, if the archers weren't there, Blue could have held out there, but they weren't, and there's still no crossbows here. Falls on one side of the wall segment there. It does find some good hits there on those archers as they start falling back. He could try some palings around these berry bushes.
Сейчас.
The English player has a massive gold reserve, has not been deploying out any gold-based units, just only some upgrades. The town bells are ringing. Blue starts abandoning this region. There's nothing here that would say that he has to stay in this region, though there's still a boar actually down right there, which he didn't realize he could. It's dead right there. He could have collected for a quick 2,000 food, or not so quick 2,000 food. Be better than cooking up all those berries, that's for sure. Good number of mills not going up here. Very nice. No archers in this area at the moment, so the Spearman could get some good work done. Spearman now advancing way forward. This sounds like we'll go down. He still has a spear number villagers at the moment, and he still has a king's house as well, so he's still 2 villager queues versus 2 villager queues. And they collect the stone now and rebuilding these palisade walls. He may want to advance too far forward if the spearman needs. There's simply not enough spearmen to engage the archers. There's a monk over there, currently idle. Blue spearman not getting ripped apart. And does get some good kills there on a couple of knights, but we will lose the rest of those spearmen. We do have the Berkshire Castle not being pulled in the field. And I mentioned before him building a keep in this region. The Berkshire Castle will be just as fine. And I hope I'm really locked down this flank. Does go ahead and ghost out those walls, but it does get torched down. Now got age 4 for the English player. He's got a good amount of gold and food at the moment. And cannons could be a possibility, or crossbows. Does get some good damage there. Warrior Monk took some hits. There's 2 exposed relics here now. Blue's picked up a 4th relic. And the 5th relic's still up north. Elite Law and the Bowman research on the way. It does find some hits there onto some of these retreating archers. Now then, closure technology, something you should get out as soon as you can when you get to age 4. Now you have the very rare Spratskaya tower now being put on the field, which is a keep with twice amount of help, has all the weapon upgrades, and make nearby structures, or no, allows you to construct stone walls and towers, which he could use that to help secure his flanks. The tower is seeing some Berkshire Castle fire. Nice Spearmen do get drawn away. Now got the tower now up. Will slowly be sieged down by the Berkshire Castle. Well, thanks to its twice health, it will take a significant amount of time. It may be a good idea for Blue to actually deploy an outpost up here. In Age of Empires 4, there's no combat bonuses when it comes to high ground, low ground. However, there's sight bonuses when it comes to high ground, low ground. An outpost right here basically allow them to see the majority of the map. A majority this way, at least. Which would allow them to get good spotting of the Berkshire Castle. And start just whittling this down. They can start garrisoning the Berkshire Castle, get additional arrows firing at absurd range. Berries and deer both being collected up, but they're both being finished off now. That's actually a deer way over there. How? Oh, from the High Trade House, that's how. Blue does have a keep over here as well along the collectible gold deposit. There's 4 gold deposits now as a sphere of influence. Over here, we've got 4 as well. This map is just split down thanks to this wood, and now looks like we got a lumber camp here. May want to go for wooden fortress as well to improve the wood drop off, as potentially buy some good defensive garrison. Blue's now eyeing for a line of stone walls. I have not picked up that stone deposit there. Trebuchet in range of the Berkshire Castle. Those can outrange the Berkshire Castle. Taking some chip damage there. Spearmen do find some of these villagers and longbowmen as well. He does not appear to have elite army tactics yet. He's going for elite man-at-arms and the incendiary arrows. The trebuchet needs some repairs, so does the Berkshire Castle. Handful of villagers trying to repair up the trebuchet now. A couple of trophies here. A longbowman, a good item versus them. Now do we have the elite army tactics for the English player now. The English player has a good amount of food and gold at the moment. He's at full 200 population. This player does not have full population there. We have now the arrow volley there, giving him 6 seconds of attack time reduced by 1 second per second. Which it does increase attack speed quite a bit. Right now their damage output is 14. Which is significant, able to punch the armor of the elite knights a bit easier, which they don't appear to. They do have Warriors Fortitude, but not the biology research. We got man arms for the Reese player not being researched. Knights having trouble staying alive near these elite longbowmen. Now the Berkshire Castle sees quite a bit of damage there, getting nailed by those trebuchets. Berkshire Castle will have to go down with all the villagers around it. Knights getting picked up off. The Reese player is now expending all of his spare gold. He's going to get another Schultz here. He does delete some of his walls there so he can get out his longbowmen. He does have the full axes there, increasing damage output of these elite knights by 4. Or is it by 5? 1 to 2. Couple villagers even throwing some arrows as well. They do benefit from ranged attacks, but they don't benefit from incendiary arrows. More elite man-at-arms deployed in the field. They do have 8 armor, like the elite knights. We now have the arrow volley research, or being deployed out. Man-Arms do get a good flank there on these archers. These archers have 9 damage, his Man-Arms have 10 armor. So these archers doing 1 damage each. Got the Longbowman Fire Faster ability. Yeah, it puts them their attack speed, what was that? 0.6? Absurd. And that orange game forced him back. He ran out of steam. And the Longbowman will still be useful versus the archers versus the Schultze, and will still put decent pulls in the Man-Arms. They're a good generalist unit at this moment in time. We got a mix of spearmen and men-at-arms engaging these knights. Longbowmen do a good job focusing down these high-valued units in the back and the lower-valued archers. Orange's front line starting to get disintegrated. Looks like just men-at-arms. Now finding men-at-arms, a couple of knights mixed on in. Looks like there's still a couple spearmen left as well. Both sides are basically losing the front line. Orange is losing quite a bit of units. He's having trouble remaxing. In fact, he has 18 military units versus potent 71. He has a lot of wood. More manganellas would probably be a good item at this moment. He does have wood manganella in the build queue. Going for chemistry now. As well as boiling oil. Let's get an arrow research here. Pritzka Tower now starting to fire away. Trebuchets just off retreating. Now there's the arrow ball over there. Man-Arms trying to rush down that Mangonel. Being recruited by some villagers. We'll see who will save the Mangonel. That was a bit closer than I would expect there. Baron's trying to clean through the Spritskaya tower. The tower will get blowing all of the oil research before going down, I believe. Oh, there's a whole bunch of villagers on the inside there. I didn't realize because I was stacked in one spot. Villagers now trying to force down these batter rams. There's good amount of infrastructure here. He does not want to lose. He's doing a good job on hitting those batter rams, but those villagers are a little exposed there, forcing the archers back a little bit. Thanks to the knights charging the way forward. A couple of spearmen mixed on in. Orange villagers now just idled there. There's actually a good number of idle orange villagers. There's actually a large number of orange villagers right here. Not sure where these villagers are going at the moment. Yep, there's a good number of orange villagers will be going down right there. That's being a bit stupid. Orange now down to 97 villagers. Opponent is 136. Looks like this gold deposit surrounded. It's captured up by blue here. Man-Arms turn over on the trebuchets. One will go down. Gold deposit almost completely played. Those are captured by every single sacred site now. And orange's villagers now trying to torch down some of these battering rams. Orange has lost quite a bit of infrastructure here. Still at 116, 150 population. You have trouble remaxing. Well, his opponent has a massive reserve of all resources. This game looks like go handily in favor towards the English. There's also a battery ram there, but these knights will be picked off. The more forces there, these villagers may go down. Looks like no, there's a stable here, but I don't know. The orange has almost every single villager idle. 57 out of 89 villagers are currently idle, which means most of his villagers are not cooking up any sort of income. They may be at a point where they're chatting, since I don't see chats during the replay. They may be chatting right now. Yep, it looks like Orange does back of the game now. It's Adam Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.